Good evening, I'm Andrea Anderson.
I'm Brian Allen. Each of the past 3 years, the city of Sioux Falls has had over $1 billion in building permits. That benchmark has been spurred by big growth in the city's population and business development.
In comparison, 2024 hasn't gotten off to quite as fast of a start. Cooper Seymour joins us with our top story here at 6. Cooper.
Yeah, Brian and Andrea, the first 3 months of this year have been slow compared to the previous few years as far as building activity. City officials say, though, they're not worried by those numbers, and one trade association says it's really just a sign of things trying to stabilize. Building permits in Sioux Falls are not near the levels and total value they were just a couple of years ago. So far in 2024, that total value sits at about $159 million. That's compared to $270 million last year and $376 million in 2022. But City Chief Building Official Butch Warrington says that's no reason to think that this year will be a down year.
It's still going to be a good year by the time we're said and done, I think. I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be a good year. I expect to be in that $1 billion range again this year.
He says building permits for the state one-stop and Avera expansions are 2 examples of the larger projects coming up this year.
Last year we did $1.1 billion and the biggest permit was $30 million. Well, we're going to have some bigger permits this year, so I anticipate we're going to be in that range again.
The only statistic that's outpacing last year is the number of permits issued for single-family homes, from just 33 last year to 105 so far in 2024. Multifamily housing unit permits are down to just 35% of where they were 2 years ago. But South Dakota Multi-Housing Association Chair Lydia Frieden says 2022's numbers were an anomaly, and the latest numbers show just the normal ebb and flow of building.
It seemed like it was a catch-up year in my mind. And then also last year was a little bit slower, and we've come back from that overall. So it seems like the market is maybe leveling out a little bit.
What the association is really looking for this year are stable numbers in vacancies and average rent, as both tenants and property owners are still dealing with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic.
COVID did nobody any good. So, our property owners are still recuperating from some of those COVID type incentives.
Warrington says those 2 big projects, the state one-stop and Avera expansions, are both expected to be cornerstones of growth this year. He says those will help bring the value of permits this year to a lot closer level of where they have been the previous years.